Welcome to Chapter 8 of the Bhagavad Gita. This chapter is called Akshara Brahma Yoga, the yoga of the imperishable absolute, and it carries within it one of the most profound questions any human being can ask. Not just how to live, but how to leave. The battlefield has gone quiet for a moment. Arjuna turns to Krishna, not to ask about the war this time, but about something far deeper. Something that has troubled every thinking mind since the beginning of time. He asks, what is Brahman, the ultimate reality? What is karma and why does it bind us? What happens when we die? And how should we remember the divine, especially in our final moments? These are not small questions. These are the questions. And Krishna answers with both tenderness and clarity. He tells Arjuna that this universe rests on something eternal and unchanging, something that no sword can cut, no fire can burn, no death can touch. That is Brahman, the imperishable truth beneath all things. Then he speaks of karma, the invisible thread that connects every action to its consequence, not as punishment, not as fate, but as the natural echo of how we live. But here is where chapter 8 becomes truly remarkable. Krishna says something that sounds almost startling at first. Whatever state of being one remembers at the time of leaving the body, that very state is reached. In other words, where the mind rests at the moment of death, that is where the soul travels. Think about that. Our final thought, our final feeling, our final awareness, it matters deeply. And so, Krishna is not just teaching Arjuna about death, he is teaching all of us about how to live. Because the mind doesn't suddenly transform in its last breath. It goes where it has always been going, shaped by thousands of ordinary moments, ordinary choices, ordinary thoughts across a lifetime. This is the heart of chapter 8. How we live shapes how we live. A life lived with conscious awareness, with devotion, with intention. That is a life that moves toward the light, even at its very end. Krishna encourages Arjuna and us to remember the divine not just in prayer, not just in temples, not just in sacred moments, but while fighting our battles, while doing our work, while simply breathing. So as we sit with this chapter, let us carry its central question in our hearts. Am I living in a way that I could live in peace? Not with fear, not with urgency, but with the quiet, steady awareness that each moment is an opportunity to align ourselves with something eternal. That is the wisdom of Akshara Brahma Yoga. That is chapter 8. Now, here is your chance to test what you have learned. Head over to the quiz questions below this video and see how much of chapter 8 you have absorbed. And if this video brought you even one moment of stillness, one spark of reflection, one question worth sitting with, then please like this video so more seekers like you can find it. Subscribe to the channel because this journey through the Bhagavad Gita is just beginning and every chapter holds something extraordinary waiting to be discovered. And share it with a friend, a family member, someone who is searching. You never know whose life a single teaching might quietly transform. Until next time, keep living with awareness, keep walking with intention. The divine is always listening.